Marvelous. Right. We are low in number. Where's Denise? Where's Susan? Susan. Good. Right. Let me just move that little thing that's in front of. There we go. Brilliant. The youngest amongst us, the one with the most collagen, has her camera off. Or the one with the least to hide hides. She's on the run from the law. Bree told me. She's like, Luke, you know, I can't be seen. Good. Off you go, Brendan. Luke, you can't see the picture behind me because I've done something weird with Skype. Luke, you can't see the picture behind me because I've done something weird with Skype.
Luc, tu ne vois pas les peintures devant moi?
Pause. The first three words were gorgeous. Right. Pardon me for something really specific. Okay, this is really specific. Okay, I apologize for this. All right, hang on. Okay, I've just been to the gym, so pardon the thing. Right. There. Where your fat becomes your chest. There. There's chest, there's ribcage, sternum, there. All right. Could you all just press there on your own bodies? Obviously, some women have like more breast tissue there, but literally right in the middle. Could you just press there? All right. Take your hand down now. Edge it. Christ Almighty. Edge it down a little bit, and you'll see that it's kind of, regardless of how much we've been eating or what stomach muscles we have. So your diaphragm works automatically. It's not something per se that one needs to train. It moves and it creates a vacuum, which is what makes lungs move. And then we have our intercostal muscles move up and down. But you can press from there, and that's why you would say diaphragmatic breathing or diaphragmatic singing with all the work that you do. So whatever you're saying in French, if you make sure that this is engaged, Christ, I'm going to have to change my t-shirt after the gym. So whatever work you do, you've got to be pressing from there the whole time. Oui, alors, Luc. And that's where this love affair with not saying the next bit until you're ready comes in, because otherwise you're going to lose this. So, la peinture. Say for me, la peinture. Come for me, Brendan. I can't hear you. You vanished again. You're on mute. Now you're on mute. So now say for me, just say for me, Luke, you can't see behind me because I've done something weird. No, Luke, you can't see the picture behind me because I've done something weird with Skype. Luke, you can't see the picture behind me because I've done something weird with Skype. If you're not intellectually ready for the next bit, Luke, constantly keep tracing. Come on, all the way through. So from the beginning of the thought to the end of the thought, no rush, keep the pressure going. Look at French and English. Hello, alors, yes, I nitro. I mean, completely cliche accent. Most French people lose that within a week. But if you were going to speak English with a French accent, how would it go? Hello, Brendan, how are you? Yes, I know you have run away to France because nobody likes you. And, if you were kind of like stressing that kind of thing, off you go. Press from here. Off you go.
Luc, tu ne peux pas voir les peintures devant moi parce que j'ai fait quelque chose bizarre avec les Skype.
That's better, but Skype is Skype. Also, what was I going to say? What's something weird? Quelque chose
Du bizarre.
Thank you, which we've done. Luc, alors tu n'arrives pas à voir l'image derrière, la peinture derrière, parce que j'ai fait quelque chose de bizarre avec Skype. Fine. I don't say Skype. Lovely. Next one, Brendan. The painting you're thinking of is stolen, and I'm trying to camouflage the identity of the artist. The painting you're thinking of is stolen, and I'm trying to camouflage the identity of the artist. Whilst you're working all of this shit out, there's no rush to get to the next word. Hang out on the chest. Begin. La, go. La, sit on la. La, go.
La peinture à laquelle tu penses est volée.
So how far did we get on the chest? La peinture à laquelle tu penses. We've got 6 words through. We've got to get all the way through the idea. Now, I don't want you bitches then home going, oh, I'm going to do take 2 and it'll now sound great. You've got to do this shit from the first attempt. And there's no rush and there's no challenge on the speed. By all means, in your own time, when you then listen to stuff, do my stuff quickly, fine. But you've got to be comfortable on this first rendition. Do you agree with me? So one more time, that's the most that you get. Off you go. Hang out on the previous word. Off you go. Hang out on the previous word while I change my t-shirt because I'm feeling a bit gammy. Notice how I put you before a shower. Notice the dedication. Right? Okay. Dom?
What was the sentence?
Linguists, listen. The picture you're thinking of is stolen. Yeah, that's why let's say that the picture you're thinking of is stolen. I tried to camouflage the identity of the artist. Let's go with that. Go.
La peinture à laquelle tu penses est volée parce que ça c'est la raison que.
No. I'm trying to camouflage the identity of the artist.
Ah oui, j'ai.
No, I'm trying. Present tense. I'm trying.
J'essaie de cacher le.
Excuse me. Get your ass back on.
J'essaie de.
No, j'essaie de. We're on. I'm trying. Present tense.
J'essaie de cacher.
What's the word for camouflage in French? It being a French word.
Camouflage.
Will you read it for me? Will you read it, please, with French eyes?
Camouflage.
Thank you. It's a French word. How do we pronounce OU, ladies and gent? Ooh, camouflage. Lovely. So now would you give me the verb?
Camouflager.
Would you give me the verb?
Camouflager.
Please tread carefully because a punch in the face is liable to offend. What is the verb to massage, Brendan? The verb to massage.
Massager.
I despise you in every fibre of your dumb fuck northern being. What is the noun of the verb to wash? So laver is the verb, and what's the noun of washing?
Lave.
No, the washing,
Lavage.
Ah, what's the verb to rinse? Rincer. What's rinsing? Rinsage. What's that going to be?
Rinçage.
Ah. So what do you think the verb is of massage? What's the verb that gave us massage?
Masser.
Ta-da! So what's the verb that we get from camouflage?
Camoufler.
Why was that as painful as giving birth to 4 bricks? Go again.
Camoufler.
So are we completely clear that the suffix, posh language word, age, on a verb is er? Yes, not dissimilar to ion and er. Communicate or ation, communication, communicate, correct?
Yeah.
All right, good. So what therefore is I'm camouflaging, just present tense, I'm camouflaging the identity of the artist. Susan, if you wouldn't mind knocking your microphone off. I'm camouflaging the identity of the artist.
Je camoufle.
Sit back on the chest and don't move until you've got something decent to say.
Je camoufle l'identité de l'artiste.
Now, we were a smidge ahead with our thinking there, weren't we? If you'd have just sat on that a little bit longer. Je camoufle l'identité of the artist.
Je camoufle l'identité de l'artiste.
Say for me the identity in one go. Slowly, but in one go, the identity. Read with French eyes. Or be smacked with English cheeks. Off you go. The identity.
L'identité.
What the fuck are you doing to the word? Would you please spell for me identity?
I-D-E-N-T.
As in, like, Brie has a fake identity when she went south of the border and then snuck across to the UK in an undisclosed. She never tells me where she lives in London, does she? In an undisclosed location. Exactly. Lovely. Don't play coke dealing games with the Colombians, Brie. It pays off student loans, but my God, it will come back for you. Lovely, 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 lovely. Just look at Susan. So, l'identité. Say for me, l'identité.
L'identité.
Good. Right. Now say, ça camoufle l'identité de l'artiste.
Ça camoufle
l'identité de l'artiste.
Ça camoufle l'identité
No, you
de
can camoufle le. Ça camoufle l'identité. Ça camoufle l'identité de l'artiste.
Ça camoufle l'identité de l'artiste.
Borderline. Good. Susan. It's true, Luke. I used to steal lots of objects and I used to sell them online. It's true, Luke. I used to steal lots of objects and I used to sell them online. Slide sternum. No rush, no rush. Hang out with Auntie Lukey. No rush, no rush.
Luke, c'est vrai, je volais ces objets.
Pause. That was gorgeous French, but you guys have got to learn to listen to a whole bloody sentence. I used to steal lots of objects and I used to sell them online. It's part of the linguist's skill because linguists listen and you've got to train your ears to learn because we've got to go to we might get a Besançon in this year, in which case we might be walking around a town centre and I might go, oh, whatever, and you might have to listen to the whole thing. So linguists, listen. Off you go.
Luc, c'est vrai, je volais beaucoup des objets.
Stand still.
Oh, d'objets.
Everybody point slowly. We've all been here. We're not repeating day versus lay, or I shall repeat the hourly charge for the lesson. Off you go.
Luc, c'est vrai, je volais beaucoup d'objets, puis
I used to sell them online. I used to sell them online. I'm being nice. I used to sell them online.
Je vendais.
I used to sell them with a pronoun.
Oh, je les vendais.
Hideous. Why will you sit on the previous bloody word until you're ready? Sit your ass on je. Don't come off je until you're ready. I used to sell them online. Slowly, go.
Je les vendais en ligne.
Gorgeous. A couple of seconds more slowly to do this kind of thing, and that's all we need. You know, fine. Also, right now, it's not about finished product. It's about a product you will be able to recall in the future. So yes, il s'agit pas d'un produit fini. Il s'agit d'un produit que tu vas avoir effectivement, enfin, un produit auquel tu vas pouvoir avoir accès à l'avenir. So in other words, yes, we are doing something which the French ear is going to prefer. Alors effectivement, l'oreille française effectivement préférerait quand même cette manière de parler, but at the same time, whilst you're learning stuff, this joined up method is going to help you in the future. Alors, lorsqu'effectivement vous apprenez quand même des choses, cette méthode tout attachée, tout liée, effectivement, ça va vous aider à l'avenir. In other words, it's not just nice for us now, it's going to help you in the future. OK? Ce n'est pas juste effectivement plus sympa maintenant, plus beau maintenant, largement, alors ça va vous aider à l'avenir. Good. Susan, another one. Poor Luke, he couldn't take a shower after the gym because he has to work with people who don't listen. Poor Luke, he couldn't take a shower after the gym because he has to work with people who don't listen.
Pauvre Luc, il ne pourrait pas.
Stand still. Anybody who fucks up, would, should or could, from now on, will be charged an additional £50 surcharge because we've done oh so much on it. He couldn't is where. Answer my questions, yes or no. Past or present? Which one? Yes, no. Is it past? Yes or no?
Yes.
Is it future?
No.
Is it present?
No. No.
Good. No. This could, he couldn't. Are we looking back at this could in one go, or are we throughout a certain period he wasn't able to do something? Which one are we looking at? He couldn't have a shower, all done and dusted. He could have a shower, he couldn't have a shower. So are we in a single action here? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. What's the verb that one uses when we do could?
Pouvoir.
Nice pronunciation. Well done on the OU. I shall let you live for that alone. So will you now stick pouvoir in the freaking tense I need and say he couldn't take a shower?
Il n'a pu.
Basic bitches, the lot of you. Il a pu, now make it negative.
Il n'a pas pu.
N'a pas pu, Yeah, well done, Susan. Auntie Susan, pu means headlights. Okay, so alors il a pas pu, drop the note I've told you before. Alors il a pas pu. So in other words, guys, if you want a really cute little trick when you're using could, ditch the word could, because are we aware could be different things in English, people, couldn't it? So why did that just ring? Could be oh, that's just John sending me a message. Could be next week I could kill the lot of you if you didn't remember this, or you could have done the work, or one-off action, or last week you suddenly you could see the sea, whatever. So don't be listening to the could, be listening to if I switched it up for whatever tense I'm going to use to be able to. I will be able to, I would be able to, I have been able to, I was able to. Careful with the was though, because as you know, was sometimes depicts an action in English, and we don't have the facility in English to say one-off action with the verb to be, do we? Yeah, but in other words, Susan, could ain't going to be pourrait if it's talking about the past. Are we completely clear on that? Yeah. Side note, allegedly more advanced people that are here, you should also be throwing in a little bit of a play around with arriver à and réussir à, correct, because obviously, if it was kind of like, oh, I couldn't, whatever, j'ai pas réussi à, je suis pas arrivé à. Do you understand what I mean by that, people? We need to be playing with those as well, but the same tenses. All right, good. So poor Luke, he couldn't in the past take a shower because he had to in the past decide where it is, work with people who don't listen. Go again, Auntie Susan.
Un pauvre Luc qui n'a pas pu prendre une douche après.
Now I'm liking that you're après sensitive, but I'm not saying after going to the gym. I'm just literally saying after the gym. How would you say after the gym?
Après le gymnase.
Lovely. There's no après que, there's no après avoir, because it is being followed merely by a noun. Lovely. Après le gymnase, well done. La salle de sport, le gymnase. Often you say la gymnase, I wasn't paying attention, but le gymnase. Lovely. Lovely. Because why? Because what did he have to do?
Parce qu'il a eu
He had to.
Il,
Look at Auntie Lukey, look at Auntie Lukey. What verb are we using to have to? What's the verb to have to?
offert.
What is the verb to have to?
Oh, devoir. Okay.
Good. That was done, wasn't it? And what is he had to in one go?
Il a dû.
What did he have to do? Was it
Yeah.
A, plan European domination? Was it B, launch rocket ship Ajax to collect Meghan Markle and send her into space? Or was it C, he had to work with people who don't listen? Wow, this is kind of timely, isn't it? He had to work with people who don't listen.
Okay. Il a dû travailler avec les personnes qui...
Is it all people? Is it all people?
Oh, no.
You're going to end up with two £50 surcharges for needing day and lay reminding. Go on.
Des personnes qui n'écoutent pas.
Good. Pauvre Luc, il n'a pas pu prendre une douche après la gymnase. Pardon, après le gymnase. I told you I had a weakness for that word. Après le gymnase, parce qu'il a dû travailler ou il a dû venir pour travailler avec des gens qui n'écoutent pas. Lovely. Good. Brie. Luke. I've read. No, what should I go? Before coming here, I would never have imagined that the weather in April was so changeable. Luke, before coming here, I would never have imagined that the weather in April was so changeable. Today alone, I've used SPF and an umbrella. Off you go. Luke, before coming here, I would never have imagined that the weather in April was so changeable.
Luc, avant de venir ici, je ne...
I would never have imagined.
Je n'imaginais pas.
Stand still. I would have imagined. Top line with no auxiliary, loaded, or bottom line with an auxiliary. I would have imagined. Is an auxiliary yes or no?
No.
Brendan,
oh,
that's
yes,
you.
yes, sorry.
Was that a dumb thing to say?
Yeah.
Right, say for me normally, I would imagine. Just in English, say for me, I would imagine.
I would imagine.
Lovely. Now say, I would have imagined.
I would have imagined.
Do we acknowledge, Brie, that we've got a freaking auxiliary in that sentence?
Right, yeah.
Off you go, I would have imagined.
That's j'aurais imaginé.
Good, can I not have vocal fry? Can I have j'aurais imaginé and give me the nice twangs?
J'aurais imaginé.
Nice. I would have never imagined.
Je n'aurais jamais imaginé.
Why are you speaking to me in English? Where there's no hint of a twang, there's no hint of a French accent. Put the twang, put the French accent. Join.
Luc, avant de venir ici, je n'aurais jamais imaginé.
All the way through, acknowledge that pa is going to be a bigger one in your mouth. You've done pa more often, but say for me, oui, alors avant de venir. Listen to Luke. This is Luke's voice. Don't listen to the words. Not that you lot ever do, but don't listen to the words. Just listen to the tone. Listen to where my tone is. My tone is scratchy as now since this medication 3 years ago. It really is. My voice has changed. If you listen to my voice like 4 years ago, it's completely different. Listen to my, now listen to the twang in French. Luc, alors effectivement, de commencer à travailler avec nous, alors effectivement, on avait du mal à parler en français, mais Luc, il a han. There's much more han in the French. Put the han in the French or go and learn German. All right. So Luc, j'aurais jamais imaginé avant de venir ici, lovely, that the weather in April was so changeable.
Luc, je...
From here and ha.
Luc, avant de venir ici, je n'aurais jamais
Back,
imaginé que...
back.
Luc,
Avant de venir.
de venir ici, je n'aurais jamais imaginé que le climat...
I don't mind climat, but le climat, keep it going. Le temps, we've been fine, but le climat, keep it going on the chest. Keep this going. This is our project.
Le climat...
In April, we're so changeable.
Le climat dans l'avril
En
était...
avril.
En avril était aussi...
Well done, madam. Aussi, because it's as changeable as that. Well done.
aussi changeable.
Good. Hon hi hon hi hon hi hon. Luc, avant de venir ici, j'aurais jamais imaginé que le temps en avril était aussi changeable. Not to scare you, I'm going to say it for you normally, so you can realize how much vowel twang we need and how much speed we need. Oui, alors avant de venir ici, j'aurais jamais imaginé que le temps en avril était aussi changeable. Ouais, Luc, mais c'est quand même bizarre le temps en avril en Angleterre. Oui, mais c'est la même chose en France. La pluie, il y a beaucoup de pluie, beaucoup de soleil. Voilà, ça, voilà, c'est le début du printemps. Non, mais j'aurais jamais imaginé que le temps en avril était aussi changeable. If it don't feel foreign or animalistic or odd, you're doing it in English. If it sounds like an English vowel, it is an English vowel. Good, Brie, one more time. Avant de venir ici, j'aurais jamais imaginé que le temps en avril était aussi changeable. Palate down onto the tongue, speak from our sternum. Ouais, alors avant de venir ici, j'aurais jamais imaginé que le temps en avril était aussi changeable.
Luc, avant de venir ici, je...
Pause. Now that was lovely, but did you hear where it broke, people? Avant de venir ici. This is why the previous word thing, the previous vowel, the previous syllable is so important, because it allows this continuing, that wasn't even English, this continuing, please, English is hard. It allows this kind of thing to happen. That's why you should be obsessed with this previous vowel. I'm like, why do you hate it? Why do you see it as an obligation and a burden? Fardeau, a burden. Yeah, why don't you see it as a, oh, thank God. You know, he's given the old dude a bench to sit on. Yeah, you should see it as a place to rest. Go again. Oui, alors avant de venir ici, j'aurais jamais imaginé que le temps en avril était aussi changeable.
Luc, avant de venir ici, je n'aurais jamais imaginé que le temps en avril...
Le temps, non.
Que le temps en avril...
No. Le temps en, are you speaking with this or with this? Le temps en avril, relax this, le temps en avril.
Que le temps en avril est aussi changeable.
Lovely. Blur with me, le temps en avril était aussi changeable. Le temps en avril. Le temps en avril, comme blur with a hon.
Le temps en avril est...
Nice, madam. That's French, Brie. That's Brianne, that's you. Anything else is English, Brie. Anything else is English. If you don't do that, you won't understand French. I'm not being cruel, but you won't. Good, I'll be right back. I'm just grabbing something to eat. I'll be 2 secs. Tia, I'll be back with you. Talk amongst yourselves, by all means, in French. Don't be afraid to correct each other.
Est-ce que vous avez un jour férié aujourd'hui?
Un jour, pardon, un jour
Oui,
Férié? Libre, fête?
Oh. Ok. Oui, je ne célèbre la fête de, how do you say Easter?
Like the pack.
Pâques? Okay.
Tia. Using the phrasal verb sans sortir, sans sortir. Can you say for me, Brie got through it, action past. I've never heard such a difference. Brie got through it. I've never heard such a difference.
Brian s'en est sorti. J'ai jamais entendu tel
Une telle
changement.
différence. Good. Such a difference. A such difference. Brie s'en est bien sorti. Oui, que Papi l'aime bien. Brie s'en est vraiment bien sorti. J'ai jamais entendu une telle différence. Brie, elle s'en est bien sortie. J'ai jamais entendu une telle différence.
Brie s'en est bien sorti. J'ai jamais entendu une telle différence.
Good. Now, think of the rhythm. Which word is faster, which word is slower? Pop the personality. Oh, Brie s'en est bien sorti. J'ai jamais entendu une telle différence.
Brie s'en est bien sorti. Je n'ai jamais entendu telle différence.
Good. A smidge less here and a bit more here. Good. Lovely, lovely. Spencer has betrayed me. He's doing something else. Not everybody gets an invitation back. Just saying that. Spencer has betrayed me. He's doing something else. Not every. No, we'll go with that. Spencer has betrayed me. He's doing something else.
Betrayed.
Go round, go round, go round, go round. I won't be sat on your shoulders in France all the time. Just some of the time. Describe in English what betray is. Describe. Spencer, what has he done? Just use English.
M'a lâché, il fait
No. In English, just to make the point. So just make the point. So what's betray? What did he do? So Spencer has, what has he done? Use other words in English to make the point for betray. Although I gave him the opportunity to be in the group, Spencer has decided to do something terrible. Yeah, that I cannot forgive. Yeah, whatever, Spencer has done something, terrible. Although I was nice, whatever, okay. The verb to betray, trahir, betrayal, treason, trahison. Yeah. Okay, lovely. So Spencer's betrayed me. He's done something else.
Spencer m'a trahi. Il fait quelque chose d'autre.
He's done.
Spencer m'a trahi. Il a fait quelque chose d'autre.
Good. Give me the bit of personality. Spencer m'a trahi. Il a fait quelque chose d'autre.
Spencer m'a trahi. Il a fait quelque chose d'autre.
Two clauses together, mouth closed. Spencer m'a trahi, il a fait quelque chose d'autre.
Spencer m'a trahi, il a fait quelque chose d'autre.
Too much here, less. I want more down here. Spencer, il m'a trahi. Putain, mais Spencer, il m'a trahi, il a fait quelque chose d'autre. Less in the mouth, more in the chest. Send it forward.
Spencer m'a trahi, il a fait quelque chose.
No, it's too articulate. You want to go, hello, Tia, how are you? Look at English. This is me. Hey guys, how are you? I'm speaking to you reasonably normally. I might occasionally stress some words to make the point didactically, but this is Luke. I'd speak normally. And if ever you got a WhatsApp from me in the group, you know what my normal level of articulation is. I've woken up in the middle of the night. Say one of you staying at my house. Are you all right, Brendan? How did you get out of the cage? Back in. Yeah, that's how I'd speak to somebody. I'm not going to open the mouth too much. Your own language, and I include Finnish for you, Tia. Your own language at its sloppiest is not as French needs to be. Yeah, really. Whilst there's a time and a place for this kind of thing, it's not now. It's not now. Yeah. I'm just going to say some simple sentences and you can see what I mean. Alors, je veux juste dire effectivement quelques phrases toutes simples pour que vous puissiez voir ce que je veux dire. look at my teeth because you'll see that you can't really see them in French. Alors vous allez regarder mes dents parce que vous n'allez pas forcément pouvoir les voir en français. Okay, we don't need to. You don't need this obsession with the gums and the teeth and the mouth. Alors vous avez vraiment pas cette obsession avec les gencives, avec la bouche et les dents. You know, it's just much more casual. C'est vachement plus décontracté. Yeah, vachement plus décontracté. Décontracté. Yeah, lazy. Otherwise, it ain't French. Bonjour, messieurs, dames. Je vous êtes bienvenue. That's like a bit TV presenter. We don't want that. Good. So chill here. Good. I put my rice in the microwave. It will be ready in 3 minutes. I put my rice in the microwave. It will be ready in 3 minutes.
J'ai mis mon riz au micro-ondes.
So I want you to aim for personality appropriate from the beginning. We're all sat down there. We go, you're right, team. We say we're in Besançon and we're having a laugh. You know, Susan's on a third glass of rosé. You know, she's just peeing in a puddle in the corner. I'm like, oh, Brie, go and get the mop. It's happened again. Whatever. You know, Brendan's like, I don't know, rifling through my underwear. We're just there. We're just towards the end of the evening. You know, you come in, you're chilled, you're relaxed. Yeah, you know, it's not like, aha, it's like, you know, whatever, chill, relax, but, you know.
J'ai mis le riz dans le micro-ondes. Il va être prêt dans 3 minutes.
Now, lovely, your work is coming on nicely, Tia. Lukey's very happy, but I need you to not keep coupleting into every couple of words. You know, you get a bit, it's like I say, iambic pentameter in English. If music be the food of love, play on. Yeah, to be or not to be, you know, what light from yonder window, yeah, so I get it, and it's joined, and by definition, the vowels are in place, the join is there, it's everything I've asked for so far. But the idea isn't, hey, Susan, would you like to come for a glass of wine this weekend? You know, try and get away from that. Try, so even if it means going a little bit more slowly, could you try and get out of that? What you do well with it, that you'll notice that you all do, is you've all learned that slightly upwards inflection, which justifies and excuses the pause in French. So you give me something authentic. Oui, alors, si tu veux, je peux, you know, but it's a bit like a jet ski that keeps hopping along the water. Yeah, be very careful. Try and get to the end of the point. Your brain at the beginning of the point knows where it's going. It knows where it's going at the start of the idea. I've just put my I put my rice in the microwave and it'll be ready in 2 minutes. Alors j'ai mis mon riz au micro-ondes, il sera prêt dans 2 minutes. Yeah, try that. All right. So try that expression for me. J'ai mis mon riz au micro-ondes, il sera prêt dans 2 minutes. Off you go.
J'ai mis mon riz dans le micro-ondes, il va
être... Au micro-ondes will be fine. Au micro-ondes, yeah.
J'ai mis mon riz au micro-ondes, il va être prêt dans...
il sera prêt, I gave you, il sera prêt. Yeah, you know, yeah. I mean, fine, il va être, I gave you, il sera prêt. So what has this taught us? This has taught us that your gym muscle that you require in the language gym is how many vowels you can hold together in one little stretch. That's effectively why you guys go dun 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 dun. But the listening problem, we ain't going to give you rest, rest. We'll go, oh putain, je suis ravi de vous voir. Alors c'est la première fois que vous êtes ici à Besançon. Ah oui, alors je connais Luc, je l'ai vu l'année dernière, quoi. Vous êtes les mêmes personnes que l'année dernière? And you'll be like, Luke, and I'll be like, sort your fucking selves out. I'm having a cigarette and a fucking glass of red wine. Only in France. Right, off you go. Lovely. Lovely. Same again. J'ai mis mon riz au micro-ondes, il sera prêt dans 2 minutes. One more go.
J'ai mis mon riz au micro-ondes, il sera prêt dans 10 minutes.
And this exposes the weaknesses, doesn't it? It exposes which bits we need to go faster on. Good. Another one for me, Tia. Luke, you're absolutely right. I need to be careful with this kind of thing. Go as slowly as you want, but align, my darling. Don't prepare the whole damn sentence. You start on the word with Luke and you sit on Luke. Pardon the expression. You sit on Luke. Brendan, don't be jealous. You sit on Luke and you basically keep going. You keep going. Go. Luke, you're absolutely right. I need to be careful with this kind of thing. Go.
Luc, tu as raison. Je dois être... Non.
Sit on the previous word. We don't just sit on the words in rehearsal. We sit on the words the first time. What's the verb to be careful?
Faire attention.
Faire attention.
Faire
Right.
attention.
There's two pieces of music I'd like you to go and listen to, all of you. The first one is Ravel's Bolero, maybe known to Brits for Torval and Dean winning the Winter Olympics. Bum, 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 bum. That rhythm, bum, that's not how we speak French. There's another piece of music which is the Blue Danube, isn't there? Yeah, which is called kind of like yeah. Your French has got to be like that rather than yeah. All right, Brendan, you look lovely in a mauve skirt, obviously. But the fact is that bit at the end. My friend and I always used to do that when we were really, really drunk. Like, we used to say, like, how far are you away from the end of Bolero? Meaning, like, at the end when they went da 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 da. It's like if we were absolutely off our face. I was like, I'm about a minute away from Torval and Deaning it on the floor. So good. So be careful. What does this structurally mean? It means don't be using this too much. Be using this too much. Yeah, really, just get rid of it. No. Alors, j'ai hyper envie de vous voir. The length of the sentence has got to be more apparent to the ear than the ups and downs of the sentence. Do me one more, Tia, and I'm moving on to Susan. After finishing with... after Luke's finished with Tia, he's going to get his rice and chicken. After Luke's finished with Tia, he's going to get his rice and chicken.
Après avoir fini avec Tia, Luc va préparer son riz et poulet.
Yeah, I like an article for each noun. Ouais, il va préparer son riz et son poulet. I don't like to hang it off the same article, personally. You wouldn't say il y a du riz et poulet. Il y a du riz, du poulet. Lovely. Good. Lovely. You need to aim for fast and more human, Tia. Aim for fast and more human. Yeah, we don't want to sound flat. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Also, on an academic level, alors au niveau académique, what that's going to offer you, alors effectivement, ce que ça va vous donner is when you feel certain emotions, it will evoke certain words. Alors effectivement, en vous sentant tout le monde effectivement certaines émotions, vous allez effectivement avoir accès à certains mots. It's like, where do you think expletives come from? If I smacked your bottom, you'd all go, fuck. Brendan would say, thank you. But the rest of you would go, ah, fuck. Because pain you associate with, ah, and that's expletive. So when you go, oh, and you feel that, oh putain, j'en ai marre, j'en peux plus. Oh, je suis ravi de te voir. You feel the words based on what you're feeling. So not only does it sound less sterile, it's also going to help you remember stuff. So I'll be back in a minute. We're going to go again. We're going to be more human. We're going to go around again. I'm just going to get my chick and my rice. I'll be 1 second. Ah! Don't listen to the pained noise of me walking.
Denise, tu habites aux États-Unis, n'est-ce pas?
Oui, oui.
Oh, OK.
New Jersey.
Ah, OK, OK.
Oui. Et toi, Minnesota?
Minnesota.
Minnesota, oui.
Oui. Est-ce que tu penses que tu vas au Besançon?
Peut-être, je voudrais aller. J'ai un camp de danse au début de juin. Et si le voyage était après ça, je voudrais aller. Oui. Et toi, tu voudrais...
Je ne sais pas maintenant, mais j'ai une amie qui habite nord de Besançon, dans
Ah,
une
ok.
petite ville, et je voudrais,
Brenda.
la voudrais
Oui,
voir. Oui,
oui,
la
oui,
voir. Oui.
oui. Bon.
Pardon me, Brendan. Following our conversation earlier, I'm looking forward to speaking with you, Luke. Following our conversation earlier, pardon me, my mouthful, not mouthful, sorry to sound so London. Following our conversation earlier, I'm looking forward to speaking with you, Luke.
Luc, suivant notre...
We've done this, people. We've done this.
Suite à la conversation.
Thank you. Let me hear the vowels, though. I can't hear the twang.
Suite à la
There
conversation.
we go. So can I remind you? Following as an adjective, suivant, suivante. Following that as an expression, ensuite. Following a noun, suite à. Obviously with the masculine, suite au, suite à la, suite au, aux, etc. Following our conversation earlier, Luke, I'm looking forward to speaking to you.
Suite à la conversation, plutôt, j'ai...
We've done this phrasal verb. I'm looking forward to speaking to you.
J'ai hâte de parler avec vous, avec toi.
We've done this before. We don't need to use avec. We talk about use the to form a little bit more readily than the avec form. It's a cheat. Pardon me, I'm so sorry. The cheat avec is to get you out of using te and vous, that you have to use toi and vous, which you prefer. So Luc, suite à notre conversation plus tôt, ou tout à l'heure, j'ai hâte de te parler.
Suite à la conversation...
Right. Our conversation.
Oh, suite à notre conversation.
Because Bren, if it were à la conversation, it would be à la conversation. It wouldn't be le conversation because conversation is feminine, yeah? So go again.
Yeah, feminine. Suite à notre conversation, plutôt, j'ai hâte de parler.
Is your sternum connected all the way across? No.
Suite à notre conversation, plutôt.
Why are we stopping in the middle? We do not need a Kit Kat and a break in the middle, Bren. We don't. Never moan to me that you had problems with French workers stopping for fucking months at a time. Oh, it took them so long, Luke. You can't even imagine. I know. Don't work like that. Work across all the way in one go. Go.
Suite à notre conversation, plutôt, j'ai hâte de parler.
Suite à notre conversation plutôt, j'ai hâte de te parler.
Suite à notre conversation, plutôt, j'ai hâte de parler.
Last bit again.
Suite à la conversation, suite à notre conversation,
Put
plutôt,
the energy in your chest, Bren. Don't put the energy in your mouth.
Suite à notre conversation, plutôt,
Conversation ou conversation?
Suite à notre conversation, plutôt, j'ai hâte de parler.
To you. J'ai hâte de te parler.
J'ai hâte de te parler.
Faster.
Alors, j'ai hâte de te parler.
Good.
te parler.
I'm thirsty. I should have what should I say? I'm thirsty. I should have prepared a glass of water.
J'ai soif, j'aurais dû préparer un verre d'eau.
Good. I'm thirsty. I should have prepared myself a glass of water.
J'ai soif, j'aurais dû préparer un verre.
No, préparer.
I should have prepared.
I should have prepared myself.
Oh, j'aurais dû me préparer un verre d'eau.
Good. I prepared myself, otherwise known as I got ready. I prepared myself.
Je me prépare. Oh, je me suis préparé.
Pronunciation of the last word.
Je préparais.
Keep going until I'm happy.
Préparer.
There we go. Why don't you... Sorry. Why don't you try spelling it for me?
Because I might get it wrong. P-R-E-F-E-R.
Any accents so far?
Oh yes, probably. P-R-E-F-E.
Préparer. P-R-E acute.
Oh, P-R-E acute. F-E.
No, not prefer, Bren. Prepare.
Oh, sorry. P-R-E.
Both got the same.
P-R-E accent aigu.
I wouldn't have taken you near prefer because that's got préfère and je or préfère. That's got all kinds of shit going on. Good. I don't mean you can't do it, but it's just not the sentence now. I've got 2 chicken thighs left. I cooked it in one go earlier. I've got 2 chicken thighs left. I cooked it in one go.
J'ai eu 2.
No.
J'ai.
No. So why are you saying it again? Do you think it's changed in the last 4 seconds? Has the sentence changed in the last 4 seconds? Why was j'ai offensive to me a moment ago? What I've got left? I've got left. I've got left. We've done it many times. I've got left.
Oh, il reste.
Yeah, but I've got left. It could be you've got left or he's got left.
Je reste.
Mum.
What? No.
What was the sentence that you just said beginning with il? Il reste. Agreed?
Il reste.
Who's doing the verb? Good. So when we use a person, you have to make them the second word. Say for me, I've got left.
Il me reste.
R-E-S-T-E. Yep. You've got left.
Il te reste.
Enjoy the difference in the vowels. Il te reste. She's got left.
Il se reste.
We do this all the bloody time.
Il lui reste.
You dumb bastard. Sorry, Brendan, but you dumb bastard. Il me. Is il me a reflexive relationship?
No.
No, it isn't, Brendan. Il te. Is that a reflexive relationship?
No.
No. Why, Brendan? Describe to me why il te is not a reflexive relationship.
Because the subject is...
Ain't the same person as the freaking object, is it?
Yeah.
We can have direct and indirect reflexive. I'll give you the difference there. I buy myself a cup of tea versus I touch myself or something like that. Lovely. Oh, shocking. So lovely. But bugger me. If you haven't had reflexive all the way down to there, why are you now going to have sir? Because we've done ma and because you've done a t, you lot always think it's going to be sir. Me and te and nous and vous could be direct or reflexive or indirect. Are we clear on that? So which one am I going to go to? Il blank reste. Which one am I going to use for a, he's got something left? Il
lui reste.
Thank you. And is that direct or indirect in the middle there?
Indirect.
which we've done many times in this class. So what would be they've got left?
Il leur reste.
Thank you. Have we done that before? Yes. Join the words together with the sternum like Auntie Lukey's showing you, and we won't make dumb fuck mistakes. Good. So say for me, and it tends to be in the imperfect. If it weren't in the imperfect, it would be with the verb être, like je suis resté, tu es resté, but you know, il leur est resté is less common than il leur restait. I mean, they would have had 3 chickens left, or you know, il leur serait resté, but it's just less common. You know, it's gonna, you know, il leur reste. Okay, good. So, ask me the question, Brendan. What have you got left? What have you got left?
Qu'est-ce qu'il te reste?
Good. Il te reste 2 cuisses de poulet, 2 chicken thighs. Is that a red sentence, a blue sentence, or a green sentence?
Oh, it's a red sentence.
Give me 2 minutes. Brendan, il te reste 2 cuisses de poulet. What's the verb in that sentence, my darling?
Reste.
How and what is the main object in il te reste 2 cuisses de poulet? What's the main object?
The cuisse of poulet.
And what is going on between the verb rester and the 2 cuisses de poulet? Anything? Any prepositions to speak of?
De.
Where's the de? Between the verb reste,
yes,
and the 2 cuisses de poulet, meaning 2 chicken breasts, not de preposition de.
Oh, 2 cuisses de poulet.
Why would you say them? So I'll ask my sentence again. Is it a red, green, or a blue sentence, Bren?
It's a green sentence.
Well done. If you had have heard de, you couldn't have used qu'est-ce que, could you?
No.
Because you cannot use qu'est-ce que with, to remind you. Oh my God, this is going to take some energy. Give me 1 second. Luke, think of someone special. Okay. I'm good. My motivation in life. He's there. He's pictured. Right. There are 5 ways you guys need to practice red, blue, green. Agreed? There is subject into object. There is subject into object pronoun. There is object into subject. There is what when it's not a question, and there is what when it is a question. Agreed? Subject, object in full. Object, subject in full. I've gone in a different order. Subject, object in pronoun. What when it's not a question. What when it's a question. That for the blue, that for the red, that for the green. Subject, object. Je mange le gâteau. Object, subject. Le gâteau que je mange. Pronoun, je le mange. Yeah, je la mange, je les mange, whatever is going on. Question. Qu'est-ce que je mange? Qu'est-ce que je mange? Je mange quoi? Acceptable. Que mange? Acceptable, but less common. Or, je sais, someone else's verb, you know, je sais ce que tu manges. So we had, in the green, nothing, que, le la lait, qu'est-ce que, ce que. That's the green. Come into the red. Je parle de la situation dont je parle, j'en parle. Je parle de quoi? The only way I can do a question in the red, de quoi je parle? Je parle de quoi? The only way you can do a question in the red, Bren, as you know, is de and quoi. Je sais ce dont tu parles. So in the red, we have de, en, dans, ce dont, de quoi. They're my 5. Come into the blue. Pardon me, I stand corrected. If de was a from, you'd obviously have Auntie Lukey's 5-point star with de. De qui, duquel, de laquelle. What did I say? De qui? No, it was that I changed the order for you. So de qui, duquel, de laquelle, desquels. You know. À. Je pense à la situation à laquelle je pense, but it could be au, à qui, auquel, à qui, à laquelle, auquel. We talk about the 5-point star. You did that nicely earlier, Bren. J'y pense, I'm thinking about it. Je sais ce à quoi tu penses. Or question, tu penses à quoi? Do we acknowledge in red, blue, and green that there are 5 situations of each? Yes? Subject, object, so that means verb, crap, then your bit and piece. Other way around, verb crap with your pronoun, whatever. Let's just finish one by one. I'm going to give you a randomized one from each of those 15. Hurrah, hurrah, what gaiety, what fun, what laugh, what mirth, right? What a laugh. Denise. The examples you're thinking of are fantastic, Luke. Examples is plural. The examples you're thinking of are fantastic, Luke.
Les exemples auxquels tu penses, Luc, est parfait.
Sont fantastic, but you did the 5-point thing beautifully. The examples to which you're thinking. Lovely. Lovely. Well done. Tia. The products you should have bought yourself were too expensive. The products you should have bought yourself were too expensive.
Les produits.
Les produits.
Les produits que tu as.
Good. Before we go any further, before we discuss the next bit, for all the clever coming up, should have bought yourself products. It's a green, and the reversal of a green is a k. Well done. All kinds of clever sentences, as Brendan's just discovered, all kinds of clever sentences are greens, aren't they? Il me reste 3. I'll go with 3 chicken breasts. Does that make life easy for you, Brendan? Il me reste 3 cuisses de poulet. You know, les 3 cuisses de poulet qu'il me reste. Yeah, you know, whatever. Fine. Yeah. Il me faut un café. Le café qu'il me faut. Lovely. Que, apostrophe il. Good. Finish it off for me too then, so that I should have bought myself.
Les produits que j'aurais dû m'acheter est trop cher.
J'aurais dû what? J'aurais dû
m'acheter est trop cher.
Lovely. Susan. I got rid of it using the reflexive verb and the ABC verb. Se débarrasser de. I got rid of it.
Je me...
So, se débarrasser de.
Okay.
Are we red, blue, or green, Denise? Susan.
Oh, red.
Lovely. And what is the only pronoun we are allowed with a red?
Don't. Or on.
Pronoun, not relative pronoun.
Right,
Look at me. I shall transform my body into a gas. I shall. Like fucking Gary Oldman in the Dracula movie, and I will come through your door and I will choke you. Look, we've been over this. This lanky, sponsored by Dove, because Dove cares. This lanky deodorant is going to represent my body. I'm talking about Boots hand cream. Cheap but effective for the gardener. Je parle de la crème. Here's the cream. here's me doing the verb. Je parle. There's me. Looks like me. Yeah. Je parle de la crème. The only time we use a dot is when this is still mentioned. The cream dont je parle. If you've gotten rid of this, Yeah, and you're referencing it, but you're not talking about it. That is a pronoun. It is a replacement. Don is a swap. On is a replacement. Don is a swap. On is a replacement. In the swap, the cream is still there. In the on, the cream's place has been taken. Do not confuse don and on. All right? So say for me, one more time. I got rid of it. In the sentence, I got rid of it, Susan, have I still got the cream present, or have I swapped it for something else?
You've swapped it for something.
That's it, because my darling, you're not saying the word cream. I mean, even if you said the cream, pause, comma, I got rid of it. Yeah, I mean, fine. In that sentence, you're not saying the word cream. So is that a swap or a replacement?
It's a replacement.
Therefore, is that a don or an on?
It's an on.
Do we see the difference? That's it. That's it. So therefore, if we're using, what verb did we get with? Se débarrasser. Yes. So se débarrasser de. Se débarrasser. Is that the one I gave you? Let's go with that one anyway. So se débarrasser de. Se débarrasser de. What would be I got rid of it?
Je m'en suis débarrassé.
Débarrasser, because we listen to vowels. All right. Good. Brie. I know what you got rid of. In Brie's case, the suitcase with incriminating evidence over Blackfriars Bridge. Good point, Brie. Good choice. Good bit of current in the river there. Very good. Very good. Lovely. So, Luke, I know what, as a non-question, you got rid of. The verb that we're still playing with is se débarrasser de. Luke, I know what you got rid of.
Luc, je sais ce dont tu t'es débarrassé.
Flawless from beginning to end. Link it together. Well done, people. We're starting to see the mind map of these 5 in these 3, aren't we? It's a bit less frightening. Yeah, okay, good. Up you go. So, oui, alors, je sais très bien ce dont. Let's be very clear. If you said, I know the suitcase you got rid of, instantly I can't use ce dont. Instantly I can't use this. That would then go to, as Susan will tell you, a swap. I know the suitcase you got rid of. That would be a swap rather than a replacement. Oui, alors moi je sais très bien la valise dont tu t'es débarrassé. Good. Lovely. Let's not go near celui, celle, lequel, laquelle, because my blood pressure wouldn't cope with it. I actually have low blood pressure, but I actually have like below average blood pressure. And have a resting heartbeat of a snake. It's like 3 per minute. God knows why, because I'm not as fit as I used to be. Good. I think I just died. Lovely. Tia. No, Tia's done one. Brendan, do another one. No, Susan's not done one. Susan's not done. Well, I think you've done one, but let me do another one. What are you thinking of? I totally acknowledge that one can say, qu'est-ce que tu penses? I totally acknowledge that one can use penser that way, with a green. Tu penses la même chose. You think the same thing, but we're not talking about green. So, how would you say, Susan, what are you thinking of? Luke, what are you thinking of?
Luke,
I can't hear you.
Kiss.
What is it to think of? Pensez what? No, you've had your go. Judge, pensez what? Pensez what comes next, my love? Pensez.
Pensez I think you're saying, or what?
Excuse me. Any children, nieces and nephews I need to distribute your, porcelain collection to? Because I'm just going to come in and smash the shit of everything else up. I am. I'll send my daughter around. She's fucking lethal. She's a redhead. It will be ground zero.
I have a redheaded granddaughter the same age.
It'll be ground zero. I'll be baby girl. That bitch was warned. She'll say, is she fucking at Pensée de again? And I'll say she is. And she'll say, dumb fucker. She's got to go, daddy. And I'll say she has. I'll say kneecaps first, baby, like I showed you. Kneecaps first, let them scream. She'll do it. Listen, what comes after Pensée? We do it every week. What comes after Pensée? I'm thinking of various ways to kill you. What comes after Pensée? And again? Good. Pensée de is for questions. What do you think of the chosen method to annihilate Susan, Brendan? Well, Luke, it sounds quite sound morally to me. Qu'est-ce que tu penses de? What do you think of it? Qu'est-ce que tu en penses? Penser, to think about something, is penser à. I do not want to teach this again. What comes after penser, Susan, my darling? So what colour are we in with penser à? Red, blue or green?
Blue.
Good. So therefore, is there any crossover between any 5 or any of the 3? No. Has one of the 15 been the same as any other one of the 15 so far, Susan? Yes or no?
Yes.
Has any one of the 15 been the same as any other one of the 15 so far, Susan? Yes or no?
Well, I don't really know what you're asking, but
I didn't ask you whether you're an American passport holder. What I said was we've got red, blue and green.
Right.
Red, blue and green. Okay. So far, we've done subject, object, object, subject, subject, pronoun. What is a non-question? What is a question? And we've done it with the red stuff. Sorry, we've done it with the green stuff, which is nothing. We've done it with the red stuff, which was with the duh. Or in the original. Let's be honest. When I say with the duh, it means in the original one. We've obviously got different structures. And then we've got the one with the which was the blue. So far, we've had 5 options in each colour banding. Have any of them been identical to any other option within its own group or any other group? Have any of them been the same yet? Yes or no?
No.
No. In the green, what was the word for what? If you asked a verb question, what are you doing? What was the very common and family favourite way of saying what are you doing? What was the what was, pardon me, Susan, how did we ask what in the green? What was it? It was that is one possibility, but what was the other one? For what are you doing? It would be, what's the most common one?
Qu'est-ce que?
Great. So if that is the what method in green, the other 2 what methods in green were A, que on its own at the beginning before an inversion, or quoi on its own at the end. Tu fais quoi? Qu'est-ce que tu fais? Que fais-tu? All right. Well, that looked quite butch. I might do that again. Que fais-tu? So the fact is, well, the membership's paying off. So the fact is. It's a bit like Wonder Woman, wasn't it, with the bracelets and all this. That's a bit less butch. So, in other words, if I've got qu'est-ce que in my green and I'm now in a bloody blue, do I have any legal rights to use qu'est-ce que for my what question? Yes or no?
No.
Do you honestly see what I mean by that? Yeah. So ditch que, le la lay, qu'est-ce que, ce que, nothing. That's green. So we come to red and blue. Christ, these fucking colours. We come to red and blue. What was our method to ask what when we were in the de column or the a column? What did we do, Auntie Susan?
De quoi or à quoi?
That is exactly correct. We need the same preposition of choice, de, or the same preposition of choice, à, well done, plus a quoi. Whether you choose to go de quoi, as-tu besoin, or tu as besoin de quoi, tu penses à quoi, or à quoi tu penses, à quoi penses-tu, they're all acceptable, but we cannot go near qu'est-ce que. Can we, Auntie Susan?
No. Okay.
Are we all clear on this? So keep working on the 15. Take your token sentence. Je mange le poulet. Le poulet que je mange. Je le mange. Je sais ce que tu manges. Qu'est-ce que tu manges? Que manges-tu? Tu manges quoi? But stick with qu'est-ce que, it's fine for the moment. Red. Je pense. No, je parle du poulet. I'm talking about the chicken. Le poulet dont je parle. J'en parle. Je sais ce dont tu parles. I know what you're talking about. What are you talking about? Tu parles de quoi? I'm thinking about the chicken. Je pense au poulet. Le poulet auquel je pense, which you've done beautifully today. You know, j'y pense. Are we quite clear? Because then what we need to do, so that I can really be proud of you, rather than make little wax models of you and twist it, is I can then bring in celui and celle and lequel and laquelle with these 15. Yeah? So if we were saying, where's the cream? I lobbed it. So if I said, where's the Luke? So if I said, I'm buying the cream, j'achète. It wouldn't go near my face, but it's great for hands if you've been in the garden. So j'achète la crème que j'achète. I could now say the one that I'm buying, celle que j'achète, or you know, the cream echo with which, you know, she removes her makeup or something. Alors la crème avec laquelle, you know. So we need to be able to do these things together. Correct? Good. Before I go, well done. You know what to pay, all of this business. People, if you followed and you've enjoyed the class, please ping. There's a coffee link underneath. You know, you can buy me coffee in increments of 3, but you can change the amount. I'm very grateful. My coffee is £4. It is. Just saying that. It says, but get a coffee. This is a sign of inflation and a sign of what Starbucks costs in the States, that coffee is $3. The coffee payment on Coffee, the website, is $3, but like, or £3. But my Starbucks standard order is did you see that woman in LA who, so basically if you get an allergy milk in Starbucks, you don't pay extra, but in Costa you do, Brendan. And so this woman went into an LA Starbucks and she said, can I have a dairy-free, you know, can I have a soy milk latte? And somebody behind the counter thought, oh, she's just trying it on for, I don't know, for some reason they thought she was just faking it for whatever reason. And yeah, she had went into massive shock and was really sick. Allergies are real. People always think allergy people are boring. It's like, oh my God, if I could eat normally, the first thing I'd do would be sit with my legs 180 degrees apart outside a supermarket eating a baguette. I would, and I'd be found there for 4 days. And people are like, people think it's like, oh, I don't do gluten, and they think it's like some kind of hipster thing, which some of them are. I mean, I'm sorry, I get it. My immune system attacks myself if I eat a baguette. Have you ever known anything less French? It's pathetic. So in other words, my coffee is $4. So if anybody wants to buy me a coffee, by all means, remember that. Lovely. Before we go, any other questions about the work that you're doing privately, that you should be doing privately? Anything else? Have any of you been using the group homework dump deposit facility? People watching, you don't have access to that. So have you lot, have any of you listened to any classes from other people? Have we got any observations? Are we shocked? Are we surprised? Are we interested? Any comments? Have any of you had any chance to listen to any of the stuff on the group? Tell me. Brendan, have you listened to anything in the group?
I've only just started listening. I haven't had listened to much, actually. I think I listened to...
Brendan, I taught secondary, so do you know I speak secondary school bullshit? So in other words, that means no. Have you read...
No, I can tell you what you did if you want to test me. On the there was one...
Okay. Whose did you listen to then? What person?
Oh, can I... Oh, well, let me see. It was the first one on there. I can't remember. It was something about Something about doing a didgeridoo. You talked about doing a didgeridoo sound.
Yes, but whose class was it?
I can't remember. I used to say I've only just started. I haven't really done it. You might as well just say
You
I
don't have to
haven't
do
done
them in order. Right,
Oh.
this is what you've got to do, people. Watch them, work out who you like, work out which vibe you like. I mean, some people like Stephen because he laughs. Well, I've got several Stephens, but lovely Stephen Lager, lovely Stephen, Savory. I used to have a lovely Stephen Hess, but he's been busy. So yeah, so work out if there's somebody that you like, work out if it's somebody who vocally suits you. Yeah, if it's somebody that vocally suits you, if you sort of go, oh, I can hear myself in that voice. So some women like Lizzie's class because they vocally hear themselves in Lizzie. Some women like Elizabeth's class because they vocally hear themselves in Elizabeth. Some Americans like John because there's those tones that you then hear transformed into French. Some Brits like Isaac. Most of the gays love Isaac because he's because they just seem to think he's got a really cute voice. Yeah. So in other words, that's why I write down who they are. So keep an eye on who they are, but just do 5 minutes of everybody. Just press stop and say it. I'm not for you to listen to. It's not a podcast facility. There are podcasts, but it's not a podcast. Good, Brendan. Epic fail. Denise, listen to any.
I listened to 2 of Melanie's because I thought it was.
Now Melanie's good.
11. Yeah.
Melanie was a real slow starter and she had no vowels. You've heard her in this group as well. She's really like very vocal fry and then she's just taken off. And the minute she got the vowels, it all started coming together. She's doing very, very well. I'm very pleased with Melanie. Good. Lovely. Tia, anybody's? Oh, sorry, Denise, were you about to tell me something else?
No, that was it.
Okay, my apologies. Tia, anybody?
Yes, I listened to many of Maggie, Stevens.
Auntie Tia told us 2 weeks ago, Luke, I don't go out, I don't have a life. So
yeah,
I embrace Tia. This is why I'm going to get her to Besançon and we'll have a fucking great time. So, yeah, any observations? Which ones do you like? Do you like the funny stories or do you like certain people or do you like the faster ones? Which ones work for you or which ones don't work for you? And that's fine.
They were all great. I especially liked how they linked and I was amazed with the vowel thing. And
they are exactly not being horrible. I should put a few of these online publicly. I put them on there not to scare you, but to motivate you, as if to say, look, you see this vowel work we're doing, this is where it's got to get to, because they've all been really pushed. And it's really tiring to push that other than just give the information of the vocab and the grammar, because I could just phone that shit in so easily and be like, yeah, go again, don't, but you really, it's doing somebody a disservice. If any of you listen to Chris's, so Aussie Chris Adams, lovely chap, they're all lovely. If they weren't lovely, I wouldn't freaking work with them in the way I work. I think you can imagine that. It is incredibly tiring to do what I do. So Chris is a good one because last week he was like, well, just how blurred is real French? I was like, right, here we go. Listen. And it just gave him this like, oh shit. So good. That's quite a good thing to do. That's exactly what I thought that's what I wanted you to say, Tia, was you to notice the blur difference from where you are to where you're at. Good. Susan, my darling girl, any of them, any chances you've listened to anybody? Is anybody you like? And I don't mean as a person, I just mean the vibe of the class or their level, or make a mental note of who matches you and who suits you. Anybody, Susan?
I listened to Lizzie. I like that.
Lizzie's soft. She's a linker, isn't she? So even if she's going like quite slowly to think about stuff, she will link like there's no tomorrow. She's ever so good. Yeah.
And Ryan, I like Ryan.
Ryan's nice. Ryan's chilled. Ryan's from Seattle. Suddenly gone like this. Suddenly gone like this. When the voice happens, the level goes up. Ryan was stagnating. Il stagnait. And all of a sudden, the voice took off. Although he still confuses du and de, but apart from that, lovely. You're all meeting all my people. You're meeting people that I teach on a weekly kind of basis. Good. Bree, my darling, I know you're busy because obviously you're young, you've got stuff going on, but chance to listen to any of them? Anybody, any people you like, any people that vocally you connect with, or
I'm only just seeing them today. So they're just private lessons? I mean, I don't know.
They're just my private lessons that I have made available to you guys.
Okay, cool. I'll get them. That would be helpful.
Do for me, guys, all of you, just do like 2 minutes, literally. So do a little graph, write down the name. Don't worry about which one it was. Just literally add a 10. Give yourself a score of how appropriate you think the level is for you. So don't go too high, too low, whatever. Just think, is the, you know, whatever. I mean, by all means, work above you. If it's slightly below you, that's absolutely fine as well. And some of them might be. Your job is to press pause and to say the sentence all the way through here. Yeah, I might make these publicly available. I might, because in the podcast that I've got, there's a £50 podcast collection of one-to-one classes. And I think a lot of people have done those now. So I might start stockpiling some public, I might start stockpiling classes with my private students and making those a whole new load of podcasts. In fact, I might do that. So if you'd be interested, people that have previously bought the one-to-one podcast, do tell me. Just write underneath, yes, I would be up for that. And I might start stockpiling some again, because people just need fresh examples. But otherwise, do yourself a little graph, write down how much out of 10 they're level appropriate for you, and then give yourself a voice score, as in to what extent you relate to the voice, because I think it's really good. Listening wise, it's great for you to be listening to other people with all kinds of different voices. But speech wise, if it's someone who vocally kind of, you can imagine your own self speaking like, then that's quite useful. Do you not think? Do you know what I mean? That's quite like a good thing. Good. You know, I could be an asshole and charge for all of these. So if I'm giving you them, please make use of them. Do you know what I mean? Good. All right. Lots of love, all of you. Getting better. We're getting there. If you just literally listen to where we were, to where we are, we're good. Chest, join on the homework. All of you have a nice voice now when you send it forward, when you connect. All of you go to when you don't. This is not me as a teacher. This is me as a French speaker. When you do that, I can't hear you. Let alone it doesn't sound ideal. I can't hear you. When you go, I can hear you and it sounds great. All right. Well done. Big kiss. Loads of love. I shall see you guys next week. All right. Lovely. Take care.